What's up, guys? It's TechnoViking23 coming to you today with another episode in my Raid Shadow Legends free-to-play series. We are at day 104 on our free-to-play account here, and it is Christmas Eve, so if that is something you guys celebrate, I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas, wherever you might be. Very happy holiday. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope everybody's staying safe and ready to spend a couple of days relaxing, hopefully, over the holidays here. So me myself could be playing a lot of Raid, just kind of hanging out at home, just kind of relaxing. Not much to do, can't really go out anywhere. Live down in the south. We did get a little bit of snow today, which was kind of exciting, just for about 10 minutes, then it all melted. So we're not going to have the white Christmas we were hoping for, but it was still kind of cool to see some snow. It's been a while since I've seen it, since moving down here. But anyways, getting on to the account again, we're on day 104. We got a ring today. Not too many exciting rewards coming up here other than this energy. We're going to get not really any shards or anything cool coming up other than the 5-star chicken here maybe. And then we will get Dark Elaine at the end of this month. But let's go ahead and jump right in. Let's go ahead and go grab our appreciation pack as well as our free mystery shard. We've been grinding quite a bit on the free-to-play during the fusion that's going on right now. Where is my... There it is, appreciation pack free gift. And Plarium did say something about giving us Christmas gifts. So it'll be interesting to see. The only thing that's popped up so far is this Christmas bundle, which quite honestly doesn't seem like that great of a deal for 25 bucks. I mean, they usually value these sacred shards right around $30, it seems, so I guess that's a little bit of a break. You only get one legendary tome though, but if you're getting this on a account where you spend money, it's going to be closer to like $100, which is kind of insane. So nothing really all that great so far for Christmas, but who knows? They may hopefully send us some cool free goodies for the holiday. Not expecting much, so whatever we get will be a nice bonus. So let's see, we have a couple shards to pull here. Go ahead and get our daily quests out of the way. We're going to talk a little bit about the fusion today, and also starting to prepare to hopefully start working on the Doom Tower on this account, because this is an account where we unfortunately haven't been able to do much with the Doom Tower because we simply do not have a very broad roster of 50s and 60s quite yet, so it's going to be kind of tough to progress there, but we are working on a few things for that. Alright, let's go into the market here. And I guess we'll just grab these mystery shards and get that quest complete. But I've been playing a lot. You can see here we actually do have our 3-day experience booster on the advanced quest that we can claim. However, we are still working on the one we got from the Nightmare campaign, and then I believe we got another one from one of the events. So we're currently on a 3-day. This was up to 5 days the other day, so we've been grinding a lot of experience, which has been very helpful for the account. We've also been doing some work in the Great Hall. We've been working on a little bit of crit damage for our Force and Magic champions to sort of help Kale and the Mountain King out a little bit with their damage. Our accuracy here is up to 4 out of 10. Normally I'd be focusing all on accuracy, but I wanted to kind of start building out the crit damage a little bit in order to help when we are trying to build out some champions. So that's one of the reasons we started to take a look at that. Alright, so let's see what we got today. We got 3 campaign bosses, 4 upgrades, pretty much the same as we usually do here. Let's go ahead and get our arena matches out of the way so that we can get that energy to start working on some more experience grinding. Let's go into Classic Arena, which is getting a little tough now that we are actually working our way up to Gold 4, but it's getting kind of difficult now. You can see here we've been kind of leeching off these single person teams. These are going to be a couple of tough matches, but we'll see how they go. If we can make it up into that. Gold 4 is kind of a sweet spot right now. If you can just get there, it's very easy to stay there. That's been kind of an interesting thing. It's like the matches I get here on this account and my other 2 accounts that are actually in silver are much tougher than anything I actually have to do in Gold 4. It's pretty hilarious how that works out, but we're just going to try to see if we can eventually get up there. If not, lingering around Gold 3, Gold 2 is not too bad. We're getting those gold medals to build up the Great Hall. This is going to be a little tough one here. This is going to boil down to Mountain King by himself. And I think we got a little bit too much to deal with here with his Apothecary being in. Yep, so that's a tough one. Not going to win that match. Let's see who else we can try here. You can try this one with High Katoon and Apothecary. They're going to have the jump on us with speed, but we'll see what we can do here. Yeah, you can see they're going first out of the gate. They're going to kill my entire team, which is always fun. And then Mountain King is going to lay the smack down. And this is just going to be a question of whether or not he can survive long enough to kill the other team, which if we could get a turn here, it'd be nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's going to be tough. I think we lost this one too. Alright, well, 0-2 today. Let's go ahead and refresh, see what we get. And it's going to be another tough slate here. That's why I said, like, you're trying to climb through gold 2 and 3. It's like you just get all these really difficult matches. And once you get into gold 4, though, it's like all bot teams. It's hilarious. You see, like, level 40 teams everywhere. And you're just kind of like, how did they get here? But you see, like, these teams here, it's like we're just dead instantly. We have no chance to win. Oh, wow, big 61k. At least we can laugh at Mountain King getting some insanely huge numbers there, but, you know, this is not going so well at all this evening. Alright, only 3 more tokens we have to burn here, so let's see if there's anything. I don't want to mess with the Doom Priest there. Most of these teams are going to be too much for us to handle. Alright, there we go. Okay, we blew some gems and we got some bots. There we go. That'll work. It's okay, we'll make up the gems in the daily quest, so I'm not too concerned about it. Let's just go ahead and cherry pick a few of these. This is just the reality of the game right now. If you want to climb, this is kind of what you have to do in some cases. Alright, so that should be our 5 matches. And I'll save the rest of those for later. So there we go. So we got our 5 matches done. Let's go ahead and get our energy so we can do our auto battles. We're going to go do 3 campaign real quick. And then we are going to go to 12-3 and farm up a little bit of silver and some experience. Go fight our favorite boss here, Bad Elkazar, and hopefully he will drop us some lifesteal gear. A couple champs we are working on leveling up. I'm going to talk about here in just a little bit. Let's see, we got our Tomb Lord to 50. We need to start working on getting him up to 60. Let's see, who here can we throw? Mark, there we go. Let's get her some levels. So we're just going to do 3 fights here real quick. But we're kind of getting into a point now where we have to start building some champions for account progression. We've got the Brutal campaign completely done. We have, I think, 5 level 60s now. We have to start working on some dungeons. We got to start working on Dragon and Spider so we can start getting some gear. So we're getting that together right now. And Clan Boss, we're actually doing okay. I've actually been running the Nightmare Clan Boss, and we're at the point where we can usually 3 key to at least get a chest in Nightmare, which is better than just doing it in Brutal. So we're able to get some Nightmare chests, which have been dropping some shards and some other cool stuff, so that's always good. 3-star, we'll get rid of that. Working on some of these rare champions that are going to be pretty good. Marked is one of the better rare champions in the game. We have her all the way on the left side here. And we're working on Maiden, specifically because she's really good against one of the Doom Tower bosses. And as I said, we're kind of going to talk about Doom Tower a little bit here later in this episode, because we are going to start to put together some champions so that we can progress a little bit further. We're currently stuck on, excuse me guys, still sinuses are just driving me nuts here. The weather, again, like I said, it's 50 degrees yesterday and then it's snowing tonight, so it's just crazy. But we're going to start putting together some Doom Tower teams because we are at the Scarab boss, who unfortunately we don't really have much to deal with him in terms of shield champions or champions that can limit the enemy HP. So we have a couple champions we're building specifically to take him on, and I'll show you those here in just a minute. And we did get Draconis, who is a Void champion that can put out shields and do a lot of good stuff. So we're kind of starting to put together a good variety of characters that we can use on this account. And I believe that should be 3 battles there. So that will take care of that daily quest there. So let's jump in here. So you can see here we got Draconis. We already got him to 50 and ascended pretty quick. I'm trying to get 2 more lifesteal pieces for him because he's also usable in some more advanced clan boss comps, so we're kind of working on getting him up there. We've got our apothecaries, Argala. You know, we have all kinds of priorities now trying to get to the next 60. So we kind of went with Infernal Baroness mainly to use on the spider when we start farming accessories. So she's a pretty good 60 for us here. We got a couple of great options for our next level 60. Tomb Lord might be a good choice as well. So unfortunately, it's one of those things where you have too much to work on. You got to kind of be a little bit more focused here. But War Maiden needs to be brought up. Coffin Smasher's decent. You know, Mother Superior can help this account out quite a bit. So we just have a lot of characters we're working on. And I mentioned Doom Tower, so here we go. We got a couple here. We got Bloodbraid, who we are working on. Mainly for her A1 Provoke. This is going to be really good against the Magma Dragon, which is one of the bosses in the Doom Tower. And I believe she also has the heal reduction, which is good for one of the spider bosses. So she can kind of fill a couple of roles for us in the Doom Tower. We've also got Ritualist, who's another barbarian, and her main skill we are wanting to go with here is her A1 that does enemy max HP decrease. That's going to be really good for the Scarab boss. So I've been trying to run that boss. The problem is she's too squishy right now to get through the wave, so she gets targeted and gets killed really early, so she doesn't even make it to the boss fight. So it's been kind of frustrating, but it's kind of neat that there are these uncommon champions that can help you out. So you don't have to go and build like an epic or something. You can get one of these from Mystery Shard and just build them out. And on my main account, I'm probably going to do a video kind of highlighting some of the really good rare and uncommon champions that you can use in the Doom Tower. We've also got Arminger for his decreased turn meter and also his enemy max HP damage. He's going to be helpful in the spider boss fights in the Doom Tower. So kind of working on him as well. And then if I can find our newest edition. Oh, he's in the vault. Okay, cool. So we did get our dwarf. So we are going to be able to fuse our epic dwarf for the fusion, which is really exciting. So he's at 25. We got to get him to 15, then we can do our fusion. But you can see here we've got these other fusion rares. I did manage to pick up a couple copies of them that I'm going to be saving to use on the account, which is pretty cool. So we did get Pig Sticker, and she's also really, really good in Doom Tower because she has the heal reduction debuff. She has decreased target max HP, and then she's got this just basic two-hitter that can also decrease target max HP. So she's going to be really good in that boss fight against the Scarab boss. And she also has a Doom Tower aura, which is going to be really helpful. So a lot of good things going on with the account right now. We've also got Roughstone, who I think he's just kind of a big brute. He's got an attack all A1, which is always good. Attack 1 to decrease max HP. So we're going with that stat pretty much here. Ignores defense here also, and gets extra turn if critical. So this guy is just kind of going to be a straight up damage dealer, who we might be able to have some fun with, one of the new rares that they brought in. So that's kind of some of the stuff we're picking up on the account. We've got Maiden here as well, who I believe she also has a decreased max HP. So kind of investing heavily in just some of these, champs with these more interesting mechanics for when we get into the Doom Tower. So that's going to be something we're focusing on here going forward. Like I said, we've been progressing up until this point. Floor 30 is where we're stuck right now. And, this boss is pretty tough for us at this point. So, and again, the Doom Tower is not really something we should be focused on with this account at the stage we're in, but we do want to try to progress through it to get some of those rewards, because those rewards will always help us out. So, all right, let's go ahead and jump into our campaign here. And we're just going to run 12-3 because we want to get some silver and also take advantage of that experience boost. So here we have our Kurzad Deepheart, who is the Void Dwarf from the Fusion. And we were able to grind out champion training. I've been hitting it hard just about every day, logging on 2-3 times this account, and just grinding out XP, trying to get him. So it was pretty cool. It's going to be the first time I think on this account we were able to get something from one of the Fusion events. So really excited about this. You can see here he's got a pretty interesting kit, and almost a champion you would think about keeping, but he does need a lot of books, and unfortunately we are going to fuse him in order to get the Epic Dwarf. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and set this up. I don't think we have enough to do all 30, so let's drop it down. How much energy do we still have here? We have 223. So I think we could do 20. Oh, what did I do that for? Oh well, we're going to run one really quick here, and then we're going to set up the auto battles. That's what happens is you just start clicking buttons. But you can see there he's got that really nice AoE decreased defense, which is a really big ability. That could be very helpful. It's kind of a shame that they made it so you can only get the Void Dwarf once. Both the Void Dwarves, you can only get them one time in the fusion, unless you just get lucky and pull them on a shard. Whereas with the other rares, you have like 3 or 4 chances to get them. You know, the other epics, you've got a chance to get them in some of the events. So, you know, that's kind of unfortunate. Alright, so let's go back here. Let's set up our multi-battles. We can probably do maybe, I think, 27 now. We're going to sell everything. Let's go ahead. We'll put marked in our queue, and then we will try to get some food going here. Start building up. I don't think we'll make it that far, but we'll start building up some food. We're trying to build up some more 5 and 6 stars on the account, so food is always important. Anyways, guys, I'm going to let it play through these 27 auto battles, and then I will be right back with you guys. Alright, so all of our multi-battles are finished. We can see here we did manage to max out a couple of champions on this run. Unfortunately, we did not get Kurzad to 40 yet, so we cannot do our fusion just yet. We did get a 2-star drop, and we also got a Diabolist, which is pretty cool. And let's go back into our Bastion here, and we should be able to finish up that quest at the very least. You see what kind of advanced quests we have. We got some faction wars, artifacts from dungeons, a couple different ones we can do there. And let's see, we'll go ahead and get our mystery shard here. And we pull a couple. I do have one ancient shard. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to pull that during this 10x event. I usually don't like to pull during 10x events. And there's 2 separate 10x events coming up this weekend, which have some pretty interesting champs in them, but the most enticing one is going to be Sir Nick, but I don't have any void shards to pull for him, so it's unfortunate. Oh, we got a rare off a green. Nice. Who's this? Headsman. Attack one enemy 2 times with a fear debuff. Heal reduction. Attack all enemies. Oh, that could be interesting. What's this passive here? Inflicts 15% more damage to targets under heal reduction. What's the cooldown on this? Looks like 3 turns. Interesting champion. Alright, we've filled up our slots. I don't know if I'm going to save him or use him as food. Let's see. Do they have anything about the... They do not. Okay, cool. So, to kind of show you guys also, look at the fusion here. You can see we do have enough. He's at 37, but we have enough to get Rugnor Goldgleam. So, this is kind of what we were shooting for. You know, we said we were going to try to get at least 1 or 2 of the epics this fusion because we didn't really have a chance at legendary. And I think this guy is going to wind up being the only one we get, but he's a pretty good one to get. He's a void champion. It's always good to have void champions on your account, and he looks really cool. As the dwarf designs go, he's probably one of the best. And he does have this Doom Tower aura. He's also got a pretty good kit with a leech. It does shield buffs. I mean, he's just got an excellent kit here that's going to be very helpful for our account overall. So I'm really excited to get him and build him up. And hoping that when we do pull him, we'll be able to do some work with that. So pretty exciting there. We missed out on the other guy we wanted to get was the undead dude here, Balthus Stroglord, and unfortunately we missed out on getting Gear Grinder. So it's unfortunate, but that's kind of the nature of these fusions. If you are a free-to-play, you kind of have to focus on just a couple of the champions and hope that you can get at least one of them. So that's kind of where we were at on that one. But let's go ahead and see what we got here if we can make any chickens here. I think we got a couple people. We can bump this guy up to 3 stars. And I think, where is my Diabolist? I think we can go ahead and use, that's kind of the cool thing about these campaign rares that drop. You can go ahead and use them as books. So you can see here we have a Diabolist we're working on, and we've got her coming along pretty well here with her skills. She's a pretty solid champion you get to drop from stage 12, and she's got a pretty good kit with sleep debuff. She can increase speed on all her allies for 2 turns. And then also fills turn meter. So pretty good, kind of like a budget apothecary almost early on if you don't have apothecary, but we got lucky and pulled one. So, you know, she's also a very good champion that you can use for a little turn meter manipulation there. All right, so let's see here. Do we have, let's see, we've got 3 4 stars. Those are going to probably going to save these for Rugnor when we get him, because we want to make sure we can put him to 5 stars as soon as we can and start building him up to use in that Doom Tower. Let's see, upgrade level. We do have a couple. Oh, we got some void brews. So you know what? Let's see. Oh, you know what? This is what I hate. If I want to try to level this guy up, I got to pull him out of the vault. Really wish they would make it so that you could interact with your vault through the tavern and not have to go back out and grab that guy. Let's see here. Alright, let's see if we can give him a couple of these void potions. Oh, very close. Maybe these two spirit. Okay, nice. There we go. Alright, we got our level increased, and that should allow us to get our fusion done. So let us see if that works. I'm guessing I'm not going to have... There's always something here. I'm guessing we're not going to have enough silver. Okay, so we got our Tiger Soul. Oh, no, we don't want to use that guy. Let's use this dude. And finally, the guy we just got. And let's see. Oh, that's it. 300,000. Not bad. Let's go ahead and do it. And there we go. We got our new Epic champion, Rugnor Goldgleam. So pretty awesome. Great way to kind of come toward the end of this episode. This will be our Christmas present for this account, I think. He's going to be a lot of fun and really help us do some work in the Doom Tower. And not only that, it's also going to help us out with faction wars, because it's pretty hilarious. I don't have too many dwarves on this account, but the ones that I do have, we have Mountain King, we have Rockbreaker, we just got Rugnor, and then we also have, where is he at here? We also have Bulwark. So we have 4 of the better dwarves. Obviously you want Gala Longbraids is good, and Trunda obviously, you know, Tormund, Molly, those are kind of the ones you want, but we have a pretty good start on the dwarf faction, and it's surprisingly one of our strongest factions on this account. So that's kind of cool that we were able to complete that and get Rugnor. I'm very excited about building him up. Now, where is he at? There he is, our new guy here. So very cool. Yeah, we're gonna have to get some potions so we can ascend him and start building him up, but that is really awesome that we were able to go ahead and get Rugnor Goldgleam on this account. That's very exciting. Let me go ahead and see here if we have any clan boss keys. We'll just wrap this up with a clan boss run here. And like I said, we are doing Nightmare. You can see down here, we actually are at just a little under 5 million per key on Nightmare, which isn't amazing, but if we get in enough runs, we're able to usually get between these 2 chests, which I found is actually better than dropping down and running Brutal, so that's kind of why we're doing that. So let's see. He is Spirit Affinity, so we're going to actually throw... Usually we'd have Skull Crusher in there. We're going to go ahead and put Apothecary in, since he is in some lifesteal gear, to give us a little bit of speed boost and some healing. We're not expecting much here out of this team, maybe 4 million or so if we can get to it. But it's pretty funny that I'm running Nightmare on this account 3 months into it. When on my main, it took me like 5 months just to get the Brutal, mainly because I didn't know what I was doing, but at the same time, it's like, just didn't have the champions. It's so weird how it works out on different accounts. You know, you have a main account you're running and trying real hard on, and you don't seem to get any of the champion drops you need. You start up an alt account, and within the first 2 weeks, you're getting all kinds of amazing epic pulls or pulling a legendary within a couple days. So it's just funny how that works. But we still have a ways to go. This clan boss team is doing surprisingly well for us early in the game. Kale's masteries are finished, so are Mountain King's. No one else really has their masteries done. So once we can get Frozen Banshee fully completed with her masteries, that should start helping us out quite a bit. And then Bulwark, we kind of need to get him to level 60 to give us a little bit more survivability there with him. Now, I was going to bring him up to 60, but then I went with Infernal Baroness. That was mainly to be more focused for some of the dungeons, like the Spider Dungeon and also some of the normal mobs in the other dungeons. So that's why I chose to make her 6-star over Bulwark. But you can see there, he drops out pretty early in this run. So does Apothecary, because they're both level 50. They just don't have those statistics yet. So we're maybe going to get one more turn here. We are going to cross that 5 million mark, which is pretty cool. And we should be able to get a halfway decent chest reward from running the Nightmare Clan Boss. I don't know when I get my next key in 2 hours, so we might be able to sneak a 4th run in here. I stay up pretty late, especially when I don't have to work the next day. So there we go. Like I said, just over 5 million a key, which I'm pretty happy with at this point in the account, and not even, you know, hitting in the Spirit Affinity, not getting to use Skull Crusher in that team. That's still pretty solid. So we are going to be looking at a Master Chest, which is pretty cool. So there we go. Got a clan boss running real quick. We'll do a little bit of faction wars here in a little bit. And we've got to do 4 artifact upgrades. And then we'll go ahead and close out the video. Let's see, who can we give? Try to work on some upgrades here. Let's see, we can go ahead and work on... I'll tell you what, I'll see if we can get lucky and get her shield up to 16. I doubt it, but we'll give it a couple tries and see what happens. I believe there's an artifact upgrade thing going on. Oh wow, very nice. It's rolled a flat stat, which of course it did, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and glyph that up. This is a pretty good shield for her. She's a defense champion, so getting that shield with the defense to hit twice on the 15% there is pretty solid. But that's good. That'll give us some points. It looks like we did get something out of the event. Let's go here. Artifact enhancement. All right, got some XP brews. Very cool. And see here, we can have a chance to pick up another pig sticker. This runs for another 3 days, so I'm hoping we can get somewhat deep in this and pick up some of these gems and potions at the bottom here. So always good to kind of push through those. And, you know, kind of the cool thing now is since we did our fusion, which you notice these guys all vanish. That's the other thing, too. You can't get any of them after the fact, but since we were able to get that fusion done, we're kind of not too worried about what we're focusing on with these events, so we can kind of work on whatever we want now, so that's pretty neat. Alright, daily quests are complete. We'll start working on our advanced quest, but that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Glad you guys could tune in. Like I said, hope you have a very Merry Christmas or whatever holiday you're celebrating at this time. Hope you're doing well, staying safe and healthy. Pretty cool little gift for us here on the account, getting Rugnor Goldgleam to work on. That's going to be a lot of fun and hopefully help us out in a couple areas of the game. As always, if you guys have any questions about Raid Shadow Legends or anything you saw in the video, feel free to ask down below in the comments. As always, I hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks as always for watching, and I will see you again next time.